Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
It was chaos. Brand new body camera video of a deadly encounter with Detroit police.
It's a problem several lakeside communities are experiencing, high water levels.
Everybody's up in arms about it.
We'll tell you which communities have been heavily impacted.
All coming up, we're going to start with 4 Live radar. We've got several storm warnings that are in effect right now.
Yeah, Ben is a very busy guy tonight. Let's get over to him to see what's happening right off the top. Hey, Ben.
Yeah, Jason and Devin, we've got 2 thunderstorm warnings right now, but we're really tracking 3 cells, the latest of which just came in for Livingston County. That is until 6 o'clock. And that sliver of Washtenaw County, that's still in effect until 5:30, although the Monroe County storm warning expired at the top of the hour. Here's the look at those 2 cells that we're tracking, moving to the east at about 25 miles per hour. Do have the potential to put down some 1-inch hail with these storms. And when you look at the height, the tops of these things were reaching 40,000 feet at one point. So there is definitely enough height to be a severe storm there. That's the other storm we're watching, and it looks like both of those warnings have now been canceled in Washtenaw and Monroe County as that storm continues to exit to the east a little bit closer to Lake Erie. A lot of lightning and definitely some downpours. So even if these thunderstorms are not severe when they enter your neighborhood, poor drainage areas definitely could see some flooding from the amount of rain and the slow moving nature of these storms. That's all that we're tracking right now. There's some more activity down there towards the state line. But until about 30 minutes ago, all of the warnings that we saw had been across northern parts of Indiana and Ohio. So it does look like that activity is starting to pop here in the southern end of the state. We'll continue to watch it as we're under a marginal risk for severe weather the rest of the evening. More coming up in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Ben, our other top story tonight, we're getting our first look at police body cam video of a chase that ended with that deadly shootout with police.
Here's a look. That video was played as the DPD officer who was wearing that body camera took the stand. Larry Spruill was in court for the hearing. That really shows us just how chaotic the situation was, Larry.
Good evening, Devin and Jason. That video was chaotic and intense. Now it shows you the final moments of the chase. Take a look. This dash cam video shows you the chaotic and intense moments of a police chase. Prosecutors say 29-year-old Christopher Cabin led police on a high-speed chase for nearly 20 minutes June 3rd. You can see the chase from Sky 4 up in the air. It went on for miles, but ended after police boxed the car in before the driver surged forward toward an officer. Police then opened fire, killing the passenger in the car. Our cameras in court Tuesday as Cabin stood in front of a judge in handcuffs. He faces numerous charges.
Mr. Cabin is charged with count 1, murder, 2nd degree, count 2, assault with intent to murder, count 3, fleeing, 1st degree.
And so both the prosecutor and the defense attorney pleaded their cases to the judge to see if there is enough evidence for this case to go to trial. The judge sided with the prosecutor. This case is going to trial. We're live in downtown Detroit tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
And Larry, several police officers were involved in that chase. They ended up taking the stand too.
Yeah, so the defense attorney, Devin, brought those officers to this stand and he questioned them. He asked them several questions like, did they behave correctly and were they aware of the proper protocol involved in a chase? Devin?
Yeah. All right, Larry.
Detroit police investigating tonight after a man is found shot dead on the sidewalk. It happened this afternoon on Losser and 7 Mile on the west side. We're told the victim is a man in his 40s but hasn't been identified yet. No word also on any suspects.
Wyandotte police are investigating after a man's body was pulled from the Detroit River this morning.
A body was recovered by the U.S. Coast Guard near Grassy Island. Police say the man's body was in the water for an extended period of time, and right now they can't tell what his age or race is. Police also say they don't know how the man died. Bloomfield Township investigators have determined alcohol did not play a role in a deadly crash there.
Yeah, police say 3 people have died, a 4th critically injured after the car they were riding in crashed into a tree. Crash happened Monday afternoon. Police say a 72-year-old woman from Southfield who was driving died, as did a 69-year-old man from Oak Park and a 29-year-old woman from Southfield. A 71-year-old woman from Royal Oak is the one who is still in the hospital. Dearborn police continuing to look for a suspect in an armed robbery tonight. It happened around 4 o'clock this morning at the Citgo on Tireman and Greenfield. Police did not say what the robber may have gotten away with, but we're told police are working on releasing a description of their suspect in the case, and they're looking at surveillance video, but no one was hurt in the robbery.
In some spots downriver tonight, water levels are so high boats can't even get under bridges and out on the water, and that's just one of the dozens of problems the high water is causing this summer. Coco McAvoy went to Gibraltar today to check out the situation, which isn't good.
Gibraltar is one of several communities impacted by the high water levels. In this neighborhood, you can see that water's coming over the seawall, and the majority of boats can't even get underneath the bridge.
It's kind of wet there.
The grass surrounding Flo Jajelski's home is more like a sponge these days.
See all that grass you can't cut?
It's soaking wet because of high water levels this year. Experts saying the water levels have reached record highs in the last month, and it's impacting neighbors in a big way.
Everybody's up in arms about it.
The water even crept onto the street, so the city brought a water pump, but there's not much else that can be done.
Oh, you can go get, sandbags at the City Hall, but you got to fill them yourself. That's a lot of work.
Brian Wager is seeing the same problems.
Yeah, you see guys like that over there, he's underwater. He's just about over there, that lot. I don't think he has any seawall there, though. That's just running up to the land.
Wager does see one benefit.
But it's actually good, I mean, for boating. You can run in high water without hitting your prop.
He raised his seawall a number of years back. Still,
I mean, there's a couple of nights when it got over this even. It was almost like a surge.
the Jajelskis aren't sure about raising their seawalls again, though.
My husband says, yeah. I say no. I says, we'll be dead and gone before it falls in. That's a lot of money.
So they're hoping the water will subside soon. I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
The Weather Service is expected to release its lake levels report for June tomorrow, but experts from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration say 3 out of the 5 Great Lakes already broke record high levels this year.
Tanks on the ground and military jets in the sky, not to mention a speech at the Lincoln Memorial. That's what the president has in mind for a massive 4th of July celebration in Washington, a major change from the usual Independence Day festivities at the Capitol. And it's those plans that are setting off some pre-holiday fireworks. 4th of July fireworks over the Lincoln Memorial, making room this year for President Trump.
It's a salute to America. And I'm going to be here, and I'm going to say a few words.
Preparations for the president's speech are underway. Critics accuse him of doing something none of his predecessors would have done, turning a nonpartisan celebration into a political rally.
The people resent having any politician co-opt the nation's birthday.
The 243rd birthday bash now to include tanks, a flyover by the president's plane, Air Force One, and the Navy Blue Angels. The military hardware is something the president apparently has wanted since he attended a Bastille Day military parade in France a couple of years ago.
As long as it's not excessive, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I think it's cool to see, jets and tanks.
The president today saying the Pentagon and our great military leaders are thrilled to be doing this. Not everyone agrees.
Believe me, they would rather be having a beer and be at a barbecue on the 4th of July like the rest of the country.
The rest of the country footing the bill for the spectacle, and local authorities facing new challenges as hundreds of thousands of people converge on the National Mall.
Now the U.S. Secret Service is involved in planning for the event itself at the Lincoln Memorial.
White House says it isn't a political event, but is under fire for handing out tickets to appointees and to Republican donors.